Okay. So try to find out how to drop some links here now. Hey, Blue. See if that works. You want to try to jump in, Eddie? If that doesn't work, I'll find another one. Or John, if you want to try to jump in. Let me know if it doesn't work. Hey, White Waves Reefing, Davis, John, of course, Chimp. Let's see here. That doesn't seem to work. Yeah, it takes you to the YouTube stream. Okay, 1 second. Let's go. To why can't I get there now? Oh, there we go. That's not the right one. That's what I tried to start earlier when I shut down YouTube. Give me a second. Oh, there we go. That one. Where's the link? I think if I go here, no, it's an old one. Oh, how do I get to that link? Okay. Where the invite people is, the link is on that screen. Invite people. On YouTube, Murph? Top of your Hangouts to invite people. Click the plus in the top. Okay, so click the plus in the top of your Hangouts. Why can't I find the plus even? There's no plus here. Jeez. Oh, right here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay, perfect. Copy, paste, send. Wait, try that. There we go.
Here's your sign.
There we go. Thank you, sir. I couldn't get back to the page on YouTube where it had the link. I don't know how to get there.
Oh, I always do it straight from Hangouts.
Okay, I didn't know I could do that.
Yep, you can do it that way.
That wasn't in Dave's video.
You can also send an email straight to people from there. You type their email in.
Okay.
Hey.
There we go. So hopefully YouTube stays up and running now. I'm good, Marine Tank Journey. How are you, bud?
Here's Eddie.
Hey, Eddie.
What's up, Eddie?
Shoot, that didn't work. Do you want me to? Can I email you a link, Pat? And if I can, which link do I email you? The Hangouts or the Bitly?
Send him the Hangouts link.
Yeah, basically you should be. If you have a contact as a in Google Hangouts, you can send it directly to him.
Okay, I could do that. And I'll just go to. It's easier for me to mail it to him right now.
Yeah, because you can send it straight from Hangouts.
Hey, Murph. Remember, if you can hear me, remember that if somebody clicks the link that he stuck in there, all they have to do if it takes them to that Google Play page, hit them 3 dots at the top of the right-hand screen, go to desktop site, and it brings you right here. You don't need to do a Bitly.
Okay. Well, that's useful info.
Oh, it's not the same, he said. Okay. Oh, dang it.
So do you want a link, Murph?
Yeah, you do get a full screen on the phone. I've got a full screen. Maybe it depends on the phone.
Might be.
Could be.
Hello there.
Hello.
Salutations.
Oh, Murph. He says he's got to get up at 5:30.
Okay, so I'm not going to send him a link. I didn't know if he wanted a link or if he was just trying to Bitly it. I think it's okay. Then I'll stop that. Okay. Yeah, I tried to get on earlier, Murph, but as soon as I tried to get on, I crashed YouTube. So how's John tonight?
Right?
What's that?
There was a problem with YouTube, right?
Oh, I crashed. It crashed.
I was thinking there was something wrong with my computer because it wasn't working.
Well, I thought that too, so I'm yelling at my boys, can you guys get on YouTube? No, what's going on?
Yeah, I thought something happened with my TV because I was living in.
Yeah.
I was watching YouTube on my TV and went to go to the next video and it just.
Yeah, no, I was literally setting up the live stream and it crashed. crashed right when I was doing that.
It's your fault. Blame it on you.
Yeah, exactly.
He broke
And
it.
got the notification.
When
ADM.
has fallen.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Okay, so I'm not echoing, right? No.
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 See if I do when I do this. 1 second here.
Okay, Eddie, what you got there? Pickle juice or lemonade?
Lemonade.
Don't lie.
It's it pickle juice?
It's tea. It's dog weed. Good night.
Nice.
Have fun in your office with your peoples.
Careful, we might get censored for that.
Devin,
YouTube
Devin,
insulting him.
Devin at Reef Dudes put up a stream last night, and we're on the stream, and he left his links up, and somebody hopped in saying some pretty nasty stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He says, I've never had that happen. I've always left the links up. Nobody's ever, done that. I said, well, I guess you're big time now.
Takes all kinds, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
DM seems to have himself a personal troll.
Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Come on. I'm trying to hook up to my phone here, but I'm having problems. Okay, here we go. Join call. Nope. Okay, forget it. Okay, so live chat. There we go. Yeah, has anybody ever seen YouTube shut down before?
Not
Like
that I
that?
recall.
No.
No. It was something to do with their server. It kept saying server error, so I'm thinking that had something to do with that.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. T.
ET. Okay, so what were we talking about, Jeeves, when we finally got onto YouTube? Before we got onto YouTube, forgot where we were.
We talk skimmers.
We're talking filter or sump socks and those cups and stuff.
Yeah, filter media
Yeah.
cups. And sump design.
Yeah. Your new
That's
sump design.
I have to look up his design.
Is what?
Sump design, because I do need to design my sump.
What are you going to build it out of?
I was gonna get either another 75-gallon tank or something similar.
You've got a
And,
75 already, right? That's what your main tank is going to be?
Yeah, that's what my main tank's gonna be.
So you can't do, or I guess you can do a second 75, but most people don't with a traditional stand because it will not fit inside the cabinet.
Nope.
Unless I build the cabinet big enough.
Right, but then you're looking at building it with, so let's say you're going to build it with 2x4s and cross members. All your strain is on your screws.
Right.
Because they're the same footprint. So you can't, it starts messing with the sport. I'm not saying it can't be done, but you usually don't see it that way. Let's put it that way. Usually they run something smaller. So I know a 29 is a pretty common for a 75.
I think that's what's underneath my tank. I'm not for sure. Mine was a sump that I bought.
Yeah, yours is, you get the same one as me.
Yeah.
They're a little smaller than 29. They're more like a 20 gallon, 22 gallon.
I was gonna say mine that's bigger than a 20 gallon because the footprint on it was bigger than my 20. So I'm thinking it's more like my 29 long that I had.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to measure it to be sure. But I mean, I've only got probably not even a foot of room from the end of the sump to my wall, my tank.
Yeah.
Enough to fit a 5-gallon aquarium in there for our ATO water.
So Eddie, easy sizes. Now I don't know how cheap you can get them. That's the issue.
Right.
29, 37, a 30, a 38, a 45, a 50 gallon, bless you.
He says thank you.
A 50 gallon will all work because they're narrow or they're shorter than 48. Those are all 30s and 36s. And then they are, I'm sorry, the 50 won't work. The 45, the 38 will because they're narrower than 18 front to back.
Okay.
And that's the thing. It depends on how much you're going to look at spending on one. Because if you DIY one with the tank, you're going to spend
right
$100-200 on the tank. This is what I was going to run under my. I was looking at buying to go under my 75 eventually. It was the Ice Cap 30, which has more than enough space. And they're 309. It's got the double filter socks like K-Town has, then a skimmer chamber, then a return chamber. So that's the only issue with it is it does not have a refugium, but it has a built-in ATO.
That's what I want is a refugium under there.
Okay, well that's 30 by 16 by 16. So you still have another 18 inches where you could build like a 15 by 15 by 20 refugium and tie it back into it. Have a little separate refugium compartment. I believe where are the ice cap sumps? Because that one is actually rated for up to like 160 gallon tanks. So I think the 24 you can actually get away with also, which would leave you then plenty of room to put a refugium.
K-Town, what's yours rated for? Is it 200 gallons? Because that's what mine's rated for.
With the
or the one that was saying that they had the same sumper setup that I do.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Jeeves. It's rated for up to a 200. It's an RS 200.
Okay. Yep, that's okay. That's what I have. I'm thinking about trying to turn mine into a refugium now. It might be. I've got plenty of nutrients now, I would think. Just got to figure out lighting and stuff.
You can also look at the Ice Cap 24, Eddie. It's rated for up to 110. Optimal is 80 gallons. So it's basically designed for a 75. And it's 24 by 14. So that would leave you another 24 inches to work with. You could get a 20-inch tank. Like a 20x high to make into a refugium.
It's a little bit wider. I'd have that big old stand in here. I'd have plenty of room to work with.
Mm-hmm. That's the other thing. You can build You could run a 40 breeder under it. You just have to build your cabinet where the back is
Was
open.
thinking-
Go ahead.
Okay.
I was going to say, build it where the back is open and the floor of the stand extends past the verticals. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense, and I should be able to do that.
Okay. I tell you what, I can do this real quick while we talk about something else. Let me load up SketchUp here.
No feedback? No. Okay.
38 by 18.
What did I miss?
Everything. We're just talking about some.
sumps.
Yeah. He's just.
Yeah, so it all depends on how exactly you're going to design it. If you build it like a traditional cabinet, kind of, do 48 by 20. Oh, stupid. All right. Say 30 inches high. So
He must have you blocked, Marine Tank Journey, for some reason.
I'm not. I don't think so. I was just getting ready to explain this too. Yesterday when we were on Devin's stream,
Yeah.
I kept trying to make a comment and it wouldn't go through. It would just like disappear. And I know he doesn't have me blocked.
Well, but he may
So-
not have blocked you, but you know how people have had people blocked and they never blocked them. So, who knows?
I don't understand what you mean.
Rico's channel, for example. Like I was blocked on Rico's channel. He never blocked me. There was a bunch of us that were blocked on his that he never
That's
blocked.
weird. Because I've been able to speak on his thing before, so that was really weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to. Murphy says everyone is being blocked.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just random. It's not that DM's blocking him. It's just for some reason he's blocked on DM's channel. It's like I was trying to super chat Rico and it wouldn't let me super chat his channel. I could super chat Dave. I super chatted Murph, but it wouldn't let me super chat Rico's channel. And then when we found all this out, that I tried super chatting him after he unblocked me, and then it went through.
Huh.
Yeah.
So how do I let Devin know or Reef dudes know that I can't?
He happens to be almost my neighbor, so I can get him to check to see if you're blocked on his channel.
he's got those special connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, please and thank you. Because yeah.
Yeah, I'll send him a message. And ask him.
So, Eddie, if you look at my screen, see how basically this is how you would build it. This is the footprint on top of a 75. And then the bottom allows you the extra space for the 40 breeder to sit because they're the same width, front to back, the same depth front to back. So when you take away the 3/4 inch, for your plywood and whatnot, because most people build it where the plywood supports. Some people build it where the plywood supports. Some people build it where the plywood overlaps. So that's what I'm saying. It depends on how you're going to build it. Now, if you're going to build a 48 by 18 2x4 skeleton, 2x4 box, and then overlap it in plywood, well, then your 40 breeder will sit on that, the bottom runners, but it's going to touch the front and back of the stand.
Okay.
Instead of sitting inside of it, it will actually sit on the runners.
All right.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense, and I can actually put an additional. I can cut the plywood to overlap.
Right, and then scab it onto the outside to hang over the tank.
Yeah.
So those are the two ways I've seen it done to fit that. You can't do another 75 like that, because then the problem becomes on your outsides. It's the same length, so you can't get those vertical supports in there. Your vertical supports have to be on the outside of the tank, then run a cross runner or build a square frame and screw it to that, and all the weight are on your screws, which screws are strong, but I mean, you're looking, a couple 100 pounds of shear force per screw. Now put 1,000 pounds of aquarium on top of that and trust it for long durability.
What about if you add corner braces
Under the runners?
on the inside?
I don't know.
He's checking. Tina.
I've seen rack tanks built, or tank racks built, but that's usually for like 20, 30-gallon tanks. So you've only got a few hundred pounds, not almost 1,000 pounds like a 75 is. I mean, I guess you could double 2x4 it. But, I mean, how big? You got a SCA 301, right?
Yeah, 302.
302. Okay, I'll pull that later, and I'll get with you, and I'll try to draft up some ideas.
You were blocked, Tina. He's unblocked you now. He says, I wonder who blocked her. So you're good now.
It's just goofy. Why does YouTube just automatically block people for something? It's got to be in their works.
Yeah, who knows?
I would say it's real easy to do stuff. Like my son has had my phone and subscribed to all sorts of crap.
Yeah, Devin's only got a dog though and some fish.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're good now, so that's the main thing. Sorry to interrupt.
I'm just rambling on.
Yeah, I still interrupted.
Surprised you didn't tell me to shut up.
No.
I was just gonna say, he was presenting something. You could have presented it to YouTube.
Oh, I thought. Whoops. You can throw it on there. It's still up.
Present. Oh yeah. I have to, or he can.
No, you have to.
I think you have to, since you have control.
Acting up. I just had to shut him off. I missed your answer.
So, yeah. The other option, Eddie, is to build it all. It just depends on how you want it to sit in there,
Right.
So, I mean, I can go away.
Shut up.
All right. Now using rough numbers here, 48 by 24. sorry, 48 by 18. So if you're going to do double 75s, then what you'd have to do is run 2.4. Nope, let's go that way. Something like this. Pull. Extrude it. 36 inches. I know 36 is probably way taller, but I'm just using that as an example. All right, so 36. Once you've got your 4 verticals for the tank to sit on, okay, your tank would sit just like this one. So now the only way to support it is to run a board like this.
Okay.
18, comma 4. Race. Slide myself up here so I can see what I'm doing. So this is what you look like on each side. And you could add these on the bottom also. So now you could double this up. Now this is a 2x4. You could use 2x8s to give you more surface area to screw into. But, you know, even if you put, let's say, metal corner brackets, you know, a 2x8, whatever, you're still, all of your weight is being held on, you know, by screws through this 2x4. So all of your strain is going to sit on this 2x4 right here.
All right.
Okay. Then it's a 4-foot span of 2x4s. You can't run a 4-foot span unsupported. Right. So if you're going to run a center brace, now you've got to have a center brace hanging out in the middle of the tank, of your bottom tank. $36. You know, I know that's way bigger than what it's supposed to be. But so you'd have to run it like this. So you'd end up with something looking, I'm not telling you you can't, I'm just saying, because I thought about doing one. I've tried to help my brother design one like this, because that's exactly what he wanted to do, was double 75s. And I tried to explain to him it couldn't work, but of course Mr. Electrical Engineer wants to argue with me. And I told him, I said, you're not going to, I don't think you're going to like the way it's going to end up, because it's not, to me, it's not clean looking.
Right.
You know, you have another crossbar over here, but essentially this is what you end up with. If you don't, so the issues here, you've got screws only in the corners, you know.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah, yeah.
K-Town, are you trying to present him? Because it's still presented on me. Nobody on YouTube can see what he's doing or talking about. Is he around?
Wait till he comes back.
I see him. Well, he'll be back in a minute. Nobody, it's still on my tank. Nobody can see your
All right.
on.
Yeah, if y'all want to talk about anything, let me know. I'm just rambling because we were talking about it earlier.
Could he make the stand bigger so there's like, for the top 75 gallon, there's like a ledge that goes around or something? Like with what I think Murphy's doing that.
That's what I'm doing now.
I think.
And that's
Let
the
me know
thing.
if I'm wrong, Murph.
If
I
Murphy,
think we switched it. I think we're good. You can see you now.
yeah, okay, I can see it on the YouTube screen. So you end up with something looking like this. Even if you pull this brace, the problem is, and now this is because I asked Nick about this at one point, and keep in mind that he builds cabinets.
Right.
You know, basically like 24 inches is the longest span you can get on lumber without it sagging.
Right.
You know, unless you're going with, you know, large construction sized lumber.
Yeah.
So,
or if you could get the wooden I-beams.
right, and that's what I asked about, and you know, and but he made the point. You know, if you look at a wooden beam, it's load bearing over a long span, but they still can sag. You know, a house will still settle a little bit and sag.
Yeah.
To an extent. Now, I don't know too much about engineered I-beams other than that they can sag over time. I don't know what the likelihood or the weight or anything like that, but what I understand, they're also like 12 inches tall, right?
I'm not 100% on that.
Don't ask me why some are white and some are blue, guys. So this is what you end up with. And you have potential for shearing here.
Right.
With the screws, and you have sagging here because you'd have to run a board outside in the front, outside in the back. Now, I guess plywood would take some of the sag if you just skirted it with plywood.
Now, in those corners of the top section,
right,
45 degree or 45 degrees in those corners to help reduce or help distribute some of that
that sag across
the shear, the potential shear points.
Okay, so we'll go, it's 21 and a half. So we'll say 22 plus 3.5 is what, 27? Well, if you put them on the outside, you're talking about on the inside of the stand?
On the inner corners where that 2x4 would be running without really much support.
Right. And you would want it to run on the inside of the stand, right?
Right.
Okay, so you're going to build a 2x4 box just like on the top, on the bottom, for your bottom tank to sit to keep those legs squared up, right?
Right.
So 3.5 plus the 21.5 of the tank, 22, 25 inches. So we'll do 25. My marker. So endpoint there to there. 7 inches. All right. So the problem becomes, run it from here, 7 out. I hate that stupid. Where it pops a surface. All right. Here to here. Boom. That's the most that brace can be. Okay. This is on a 36-inch tall outside runner. So the whole stand right now is sitting 36 inches tall.
Okay.
Yeah, so
and if I built 4x4, instead of 2x4.
You still have the sagging. It's still only 4 inches.
Okay, we could still put that one. I'm more.
You're breaking
on
up,
the,
Eddie. Yeah, Murphy said run the 2x4 on the outside, double up the 2x4.
Yeah. So here's a 4-foot stand. I have no cross brace in the middle. I have the 2x4. Like that'll support tons. I mean, I put it on my 180. I put a center brace just because I had a 6-foot wide spread, so I figured we should have a center brace. But on a 4-foot, it's just like that. I have no.
Let's see.
Especially if you're going to top it with, your 3/4 inch plywood.
Yeah, which I did. Yeah, and that'll hold 2 of those tanks.
All right, but go to yours. Look at the corners. See, your vertical is straight under the tank.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
That's holding the weight.
That's holding the weight. With this, the concern here is the only thing holding the weight are screws.
Oh, and
that's my on this design. You can run these corner braces, and they will help. So you could build this with 4x4s, but then you've got 7 inches of lumber sticking outside of your tank.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking you, Eddie, because I've tried to help my brother design this, so this is helping me with him if I can get more ideas on it and figure out how to make it work.
Yeah. Now, the that one back brace that you suggested.
The vertical?
Yeah.
Oh, you're breaking up, buddy. All right. You talking about the brace back here?
And I could work with that brace, and it could even you basically use that for the cabinet connection, connect the cabinet doors to.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, try turning your camera off and just doing the audio.
Roger that.
Billy, what we're trying to design for him is he wants to do 75 over 75. Yeah, a 75 with a regular sump doesn't, but he wants to do a 75 on top with a 75 sump.
And you want the 75 on top to fit perfectly? Like we can't have the 7-inch overhang?
Well, I'm just pointing out issues. If you have 4x4s, they stick out. Even if you put plywood, you've still got that extra 7 inches of width on it. If that's not a problem, looks and space, then it's no issue. You run 4x4s on these or double up 2x4s and build your own 4x4s. And that takes care of, and that's what Nemo was asking about, the safety factor. I mean, you can do that, to get your load factor. I don't know what it is for a 2x4, and I haven't calculated all that yet. I think a 2x4 is like 700 pounds, isn't it?
I'm not entirely sure on that myself.
I know it's pretty high. So you get a safety factor of 4 there. It's bracing these corners is what I was concerned with him. You can build these corner braces that will help and will give you more. Because I've seen same size tanks one over the other done with up to a 40 breeder, about 500 pounds of weight.
And I was planning on doing some on the top box, but
Doing some what?
this is in that top on that top box that you've got going.
Mm-hmm.
To help distribute some of the weight. But the corner that I'm trying to figure out how to minimize
Right.
it myself. That's why one thing I suggested was put those 45s on there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and that'll help brace the front. The back, you can run a vertical center brace. You can put a brace in the back. It's just going to stick off the wall a little bit. You can even run two of them. One here on thirds of it.
Right.
You can put 2x6s in the back to help strengthen the back corners. There's a lot you can do on the back. It's getting the outsides and the fronts.
Right. Because I want to be able to work underneath there.
Right. I mean, you've got a 4-foot span of 2x4 there. It will sag.
Right.
Over time. Even if you double them, it's still going to give you sag on this front runner.
Like I said,
now, if you build a plywood front for it, the plywood will help take some of the load. Skirt the whole thing in plywood and then just cut out a space for your door. But you're not going to be able to, you'd have to reach inside of it to reach the sides.
Right. Well, I could, put a vertical in the center of the front, and like I said, put my hinges on that and have the door open up towards the center.
Mm-hmm.
On either side.
Okay. If you do that, so you're going to have a 2x4 sticking out. You could do a 2x4 in the corners up front. You wouldn't have to double the ends.
Right.
So you could even do a 2x6.
Hey, Billy.
Yo. So you're just trying to do a 75 over a 75?
Yes.
Hey, Billy.
Yep. So what you do is you do a 3/4 inch plywood bottom. It's going to be 49.5 inches long by, 18.5?
Mm-hmm.
Actually. And then on top of either side, you put your plywood. And then on top of that, you do another piece of plywood that is 50 inches. You're going to have a 1/2 inch lip all the way around. And then a 3/4 back. You're set. If you want to double up the top of the plywood, you can. Let's see if I can.
The top of the base.
Yeah, I'll show you mine. It's the exact same thing that I did.
So you're running 75 over 75?
Well, I could fit a 75 under it, but
okay.
I didn't need a. Oh. Hard to tell because it's all black paint. But all it is.
Lock it on Billy, if you can.
Sorry. Yeah.
Really hard to focus on wood because it blends in because it's all black paint, but it's just a 3/4 bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And can't really see it. No. It blends in so damn bad, but anyway. And it's just a 3/4 wall. And the top is 3/4 as well. You can't see it because I have. Yeah. Freak, can't you see it? Maybe if I turn this light off. Oh, there we go. That may be a little better. The only thing I did on the front was I took a piece of plywood, 1.5 inches tall, and just ran it across the front
to make a trim band. So
Yeah.
that plywood will support.
See
What's
it?
your runner left to right? A 2x4?
No, I just have plywood. Piece of 3/4 plywood.
Okay.
You don't even need this. I've seen 8-foot tanks with cinder blocks on either end. That's the only thing holding it up.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. It was an 8-foot trim tank, and it just had cinder blocks on one side, cinder blocks on the other, and it had 2x12s, I think, going across.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2x12s were bowing down, and the tank was still straight. What kind of tank are you thinking of using?
I was just going to use a 75-gallon Aquian.
Oh man, can you do that soft close again, Billy? That was incredible.
Isn't that so nice, dude? Look at it. Honey. Oh, watch it, Waffies. Ready?
Nice.
Wow.
Nice corner pieces too.
Hmm?
Nice corner pieces too.
I couldn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Nice corner pieces.
Oh, you like that? Not as nifty as yours, though, see?
You should just build them out of wood.
But they do the job.
Yeah, absolutely.
I figured I'd pop on and really, yeah, for 75s, you don't have to go crazy.
Yeah, okay. Well, I had talked to Nick about doing this because my brother wanted this, and that's what he said. He doesn't trust a 4-foot span for not sagging.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Here's a 4-foot span right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is 4x30, I think 4x28 maybe. And all it is, one piece of plywood going across the front. But as long as the ends of your tank are somewhere either directly above or somewhere damn close to your sides, you're good.
Okay.
Totally good. Yep. It'll be totally good. I was about ready to drill my tank today. I'll show you guys this real quick, I guess, while I'm down here.
I still don't trust myself with that.
Yeah, you're good. It's totally good.
I didn't either till I did it the first time.
I work for the 32nd largest remodeling company in the U.S. All we do all day is build cabinets. And they got, like, where they park the fork truck at night, for some reason they park it up top, over top of all the shit. I have no idea why. It's stupid. But the way they park it on this thing that they park it on, you would think that it's just going to collapse at any given time. It has no center braces or nothing. It's just crazy. As long as it's flat on its surface, it's good. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, put my hand here. You see this right here?
Yeah.
It's a bubble inside the glass.
No way.
It's smooth on the back and smooth on the front.
I know where the hole's getting drilled. Oh, it's in the corner. Never mind.
No, it's on the bottom.
Okay.
My luck. My fucking luck.
Yeah.
I cleaned the whole glass, and I was getting ready to mark it and drill it.
How many times do you think Billy tried to clean that bubble out?
Oh, man. I was scratching it with a razor, and I'm like, what is going on here? But that's my freaking luck, man. I mean, luckily I can return it.
It's a bought tank, that one.
Hmm?
Marine Tank Journey's asking if you built it. It's a bought tank, right?
Yeah, this is the Deep Blue 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a Deep Blue 45 coming as well, but I want to keep this as my little side grow out thing.
Yeah.
See, I'd like to do that tank right there with a frogfish in it.
Yeah, and you can get these Reef ready, and they're cheap. It's an awesome footprint. You could like literally hang one Kessel 360 over it, like and it would totally cover the whole damn thing. I'm putting 4 2-foot bulbs over it, but totally would cover it.
That's the one that's 2 by 2 by 12, something like that. 20 by 20 by 12.
2 by 2 by 12. If you're gonna get anything deep blue, get it quick, because deep blue's done making tanks.
What?
Yep. Whatever glass they have in the manufacturing warehouse, as soon as that glass is gone, they're done.
I'm SOL then. Wife's not gonna let me buy another tank right now.
AL wants to know if that'll weaken the glass, that bubble.
I don't know.
Think so.
I'm not risking. I'm bringing it back.
We are okay.
Yeah. Yep. Bringing it tomorrow. I'm not risking it.
I don't blame you.
What was that box you walked by when you were going to that tank when you came downstairs? Back up to your left, or now to your right, I think is what it was. No,
This?
there's a box. No, there's a box. That.
It's
that.
empty box.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. I have a buddy that works at the store, and whenever they do I like empty boxes for trash.
Okay.
What are you doing, Wops? What are you doing? Oh, boys.
Share any burgers with them lately?
Oh, boys.
What's that?
Share any burgers with them lately?
Burgers?
Didn't you share burgers with them? Or no, steak?
Oh, shit. She eats everything.
Yeah. She eats cereal.
She
Yeah,
eats my boogers.
She eats cereal with the fam.
Yep. Trying to think.
So what else are you building?
Oh man, I got all kinds of crap going on. It never ends.
Yeah.
I wish I lived up there just so I could go hang out and build this kind of stuff.
I was going to use this as the sump for this, but then I got that. So then what I'm going to do here is my little spot. So probably what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to keep that tank right there. I like it. It's a little, I got room on the sides to do whatever. I'm going to move. This right here is going out of here. And this is going out of here. This is just going to be another whole bunch of cabinets for tanks.
Fish room.
Then, yeah. Well, frag room.
Yeah.
Yep.
Water tank room.
Yep.
Fish tank room, whatever. Yeah.
I was going to run my upstairs tank and drain it down, but the only way the water would come down is the drain lines would be directly above this.
Oh, not good. You can't drill through that, Billy.
No. I could come over.
It's not flush.
Yeah, but I'll have like 40 90s by the time it hits the sump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right. So who else? I almost put my body out for sale to get YouTube to work again.
I know. Well, no, I was literally going live with the live stream, and I thought, man, I just crashed YouTube. I don't know what I did, but I just crashed it.
I was freaking out.
Yeah. And then I call my kids, like, boys, is your YouTube working? No, it's not working. What's going on? It started freaking them out.
That's when I started. I couldn't have resisted. You're better than me because I just started giving them a hard time.
Yeah.
Grab the emergency supplies. It's the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. I was sitting here, and then I was on the phone with Fishy Snowman, and I was like, dude, tell me your YouTube's not working. It's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, oh, thank God.
It's not just
and
me.
then I texted Pat, and I didn't get an immediate response from him. And then all of a sudden I got a phone call from Rico. What's going on, man? I said, I don't know. I'm freaking out.
You're definitely
I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube.
Same here.
My TV is used for YouTube.
That's it. I'm ready to get rid of cable. About to do it.
Yeah, I haven't had cable in probably 4 years now. Yeah. I stream stuff if I want to watch something, but it's very, very rare.
No cable for me.
Yeah.
Wait till you guys see. Wait till you guys. Did anybody see that my aquarium box video I put out today?
No, I haven't
Yeah.
had a chance because YouTube was down when I got home.
I did, and you won something.
Oh
Right
yeah,
on.
yeah. Thank God I won that because.
Oh, wait, there's a spoiler. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. But man, how'd you like that box, Blue Carbon?
I like that you went away to the chromis for feeding.
Oh shit! Wait till you guys see my Bear versus Revive video. I literally prove it that Revive barely works.
I've never used it. I've only used Bayer.
Oh. So what do you Bayer dip? Everything or just SBS?
Even if they say you're not supposed to dip it, I dip it.
I've Bayer dipped my Chaeto before.
I don't know if I trust myself using Bayer pesticide on my coral.
Got to do it. Wait till you see this video.
It's pretty harmless.
Yeah, little spoiler.
I wouldn't go
So
over 15 minutes.
I went to somebody's house that had really nasty coral. Like his shit is nasty. And I dipped it in Revive for 15, 20 minutes. Turkey basted it the whole time. I got about 100 flatworms off of it. Should have killed them all, right?
Yeah.
Then I put them in the Bear dip. I got about 1,000.
What?
Yep. It was just you'll see it.
I hope you didn't put the coral in your tank.
Huh?
I hope you didn't put that coral in your tank.
Oh yeah. It's in there.
Clean as a whistle.
Yep. Because what I do is, whenever I get any frag, I always take it off the plug, and if it's encrusted, I cut as much plug as I can off. Sometimes I'll just even ruin the encrusting part. I'll just take it right off. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want a round piece of encrusted coral in my tank anyway,
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take it off, and I don't like killing coral, right? I'm super careful, I treat them like eggs, but when it comes to putting something in my tank, unfortunately, I'd rather that frag die. I'd rather throw it in the garbage if I knew it was going to bring anything in. Even if there's a piece of bubble algae that I just can't get to, I'll cut half the coral off.
I just did that. I found bubble algae on a frag plug. I don't know where I got it from, but I totally ripped the frag plug off and cut the SPS at the base of it.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on 2 new frag plugs.
Yep, screw it. Never trust a frag plug. I've cut frag plugs before, and there was bristleworms living inside the frag plug. I don't know how they got in there.
They get under the coral, it seems like, to me, a lot of times.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Well, I'll chop heads off of zoas if there's something stuck to it that I can't get on, and dip the hell out of everything I dip. Even if they say, "Oh, don't dip it," it's a certain. There's only one coral I've never dipped my entire life, and it's the Jason Fox piece from him. Oh.
And no bugs.
No. If I do, I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
Because I use between 10 and 15, usually about 12 milliliters of Bear per cup. Like the Mike Paletta method is 10 mils per cup. So I usually do, 10 mils and a little bit over.
Really? You measure it out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, you add it to the water and it gets milky, so you think it's good enough. But I lay it on there. Like when I do 2 cups, it's supposed to be 20 mils, but I'm always doing 25. 15 minutes, and I turkey baste the shit out of the coral the whole time. Sit in there until my hand goes numb. That's it. But yeah, this stuff was disgusting. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop by here, get some coral. This will make a good video. Revive is supposed to kill everything, and you're supposed to feel safe with it. No, it killed
To kill everything, it's the wrong name.
Yeah. It shouldn't be Revive, right? It should be called Dead.
So revive to me would make me think it would bring something back.
There's a really good dip to bring coral back to life, and every time I've dipped it in it, it's worked. It's from Tropic Marin, and it's called Pro Coral Cure. And it's a pump. It's kind of like Revive with iodine in it.
As I say, iodine's good.
Yep. And whenever I cut corals or anything bad, I'll put them in there. Like if there's something looks like it's dying in my tank, I'll put it in there. Like I'll put it in there, and it brings it right back to life.
So I've seen some guys, when they cut corals, they dip them in water with Lugol's in it after, which is just iodine.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. But I know you can overdose the iodine, so that's why it's $35 for this little ass bottle, but it's like one squirt does like 200 milliliters of water, so it goes a long way. And it's pre-measured, but the liquid is like straight brown. It looks like it's just all iodine, and you can smell the iodine.
Pat said you should have dipped your new coral in the toilet to give it the vortex spin.
Wait till you see this, man.
Swirly.
When I put the coral in, it's black because the coral was actually encrusted to a dead Monty. So the Monty cap was all white, but when I pull it out of the water, it's black.
Oof.
And after the bear, I even peroxided it for a little over 2 minutes. So everything's starting to open up.
When's this video going live? When is this video going live?
Tomorrow I gotta drop the Fishy Snowman meetup video. And then I think I'm gonna do that one probably Saturday night. Like Saturday. As soon as I get home from the aquatic experience, I'll probably post it.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
It's a good one. Because I've done a lot of videos on dipping, but I still get a lot of questions on it. So this one I just emphasized how much, and I even put it in the description this time, how many milliliters per cup of salt water and all that other shit.
Yeah.
They're usually boring videos to most people, but super important, I think.
Not if you buy corals.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If you have a tank full of stuff and you have one $40 frag that has something on it, and you lose like thousands of dollars of frags, or even stuff that's been growing for 2 years, I'd rather lose a $40 frag than a year's worth of growth.
That's why I feel the same way about fish too, though.
Yeah, yep. That's why I'm afraid to put tangs in. Like, I just got a couple comments the other day. They're like, "Yep, time to do your research and get more fish." And I'm like,
Yeah,
I did my research. My fish are all alive. Let me see somebody else that's had 6 chromis for over a year. You know what I mean?
I know, but it's just a personal preference. How can you tell somebody they need different fish?
Yep.
6 chromis over here. You know what I mean? I know, but it's just a personal preference. Yeah.
Where are we getting the echo from?
Looks like
Eddie.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. How do I unmute him now?
He has to unmute himself.
Okay.
You're muted, Eddie.
Unmute yourself, Eddie.
My bad. I closed the window and reopened it.
Oh, okay. And then we were calling you. You weren't answering, so we didn't know if you were right there or not. So I'll get sorry about that, bud.
But yeah, I mean, I almost got a yellow tang the other day. Almost got one. And because Reef Co, he's got a bunch of yellow tangs. They're about maybe 2 inches long. He's got 4 of them in his display, and they school like freaking pajama cardinals. And I was like, you know what? I'll get one. And then I made the last minute decision. I'm like, no, sell it. I know they do work and they eat, none of my fish are working fish.
Yeah.
So I'll do the work.
They're not working fish, but they've worked for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you want to work in fish, get a fox face. They'll eat just as much.
Yep. I mean, yeah, but I just still they're if a fox face is bigger than my chromis, I don't want it because I love the fact that I've been able to keep these suckers alive.
Oh, you love my LFS. His big 1,200 gallon he just set up not too long ago. He's got like 60 of them in it.
Hell yeah.
Big, massive school, but he's also got, 4 epaulette sharks and a big eel in it.
Well, those chromis will dwindle little by little. In a year, he'll have 2. Especially with an eel.
Pat said that you can't dip the yellow tang, so you didn't buy it. Bayer would have burnt your gills. Is that why?
Pat. Go to bed, Pat. Jeez, bro. You got to get up in freaking 5 hours. Go sleep. Go stare at Aqua Diablo. Oh, I owe him $1 now. It's trademarked every time you say it out loud.
Oh, okay. Can we put it in the text, in the chat, or?
Right? I'm going to start tagging Aqua Diablo. If you Google Aqua Diablo, his pictures of his videos show up.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and like a clothing line.
So I figured out how to raise my pH today. Some of you know because we were on a different thing earlier, but the last 2 days, my pH has been up to 7.98, and I've been down at like 7.67 is the highest I could get it for the last 2 months. But the last 2 days, I'm getting all my windows replaced in my house.
Uh-huh.
So for the last 2 days, they've been replacing windows. So oxygen, air.
Yeah.
Just, like huge difference.
Do you suck in air through your skimmer?
Well, I did before I moved it. I have to reconnect it. But
To
even
the outside.
then,
Still
to
low?
outside, but it still was low. Like it was up to 7.7 then. Now I'm 6.5 or whatever it is. But
as long as it's a consistent pH, man.
Yeah. But today, what I've noticed is my euphyllias are puffed up like they haven't been in a long time.
Yeah.
So I got to do something to get it up.
Damn.
I think I just got to get the.
What?
All right. Thanks for joining.
Talk to y'all later. It was a pleasure talking with you. Thank you, Jeeves.
Eddie, did you get your mega box yet?
Yeah, the video crapped out on me.
What'd you get? Anything good?
Filter.
Huh?
A filter.
Like a hang on back?
Canister?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
For a reef box?
You never know. Temporary tank, quarantine tank.
I suppose.
eBay.
Yeah.
Put on eBay for.
Talk to you later.
All right.
Later.
Have a good night. Yeah, I see some people using them, I guess. But
Yeah.
It's a lot of maintenance, though.
Yeah. Yeah, once a week I would think you would have to take that thing out. Can't use, I know people use filter, like poly pads and shit in them, but my whole tank looked like crap.
Yeah.
And a couple of corals looked like crap. And last night I realized, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to change my sump sock for like a week. And I took it out and it was nasty. It smelled horrible. And today, every single coral's happy.
It wasn't overflowing it, though?
No.
Okay.
No.
See, every
Slime.
every third or fourth day, it's overflowing my sump sock. So.
Really?
But I have 1 7-inch sump sock for
180
plus the 160. Like one of the 60s. Yeah.
Yep.
So I got a lot of flow going through it, I guess.
I'm gonna roll out. My phone just beeped. I got 5%.
All right, bud.
I'll talk to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Hey, Billy. What are we eating, K-Town?
Pierogies.
Pierogies. You
Yes.
Polish?
No.
Oh, I am. Well,
Oh, are you? Okay. Yeah. No.
amongst other things.
I'm Scottish. French, Canadian, and Scottish.
To say I'm French, German, Polish, Russian,
A real good mix.
whole lot of things.
Yeah. Heinz 57.
Yep.
How come DM didn't jump in? He always jumps in.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll drop you a link, DM. Jump in. Hang on, I gotta go copy it again. And enter. There we go. So how are things with you, John? Sorry, I see you. Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm good.
With your tank?
Tank is good. I'm trying to trying to put a video out because my main return pump was leaking water all over the floor for a week.
Oh yeah. You got your parts?
Yeah, I got it last night. I filmed it and I'm trying to edit it, but it's back together. Although there's still a small drip. It's definitely not gonna soak the floor or soak through towels, but
Even after replacing it?
Yeah, I just don't know if I have to take it apart and put some more like pipe sealant or something in there to help fill the gaps. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Dave.
What's going on, buddy? I was just in the chat. I didn't know what you guys were up to.
You know, not a lot.
Nothing.
So you're going to take it up. Sorry, DM, we'll get back to you in a sec. But so you're going to take it apart again?
Yeah, I reached out to Reflow again just to see what they suggest, but I don't know. I mean, I installed it exactly the way it should be installed. It's not really rocket science. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a high pressure pump. You know what I mean? So.
So what is the seal? Is it like a rubber seal, or like what did you get?
So there's two that meet each other basically. So one goes into the propeller. It's like a ceramic disc with a rubber seal around it.
Yeah.
And then the propeller screws onto a bolt, which is the drive shaft that spins the propeller.
Yep.
On the housing of the pump, there's a spring-loaded rubber seal. So when you tighten the propeller down enough, it pushes against the spring-loaded seal.
Yeah.
Where it's leaking through is somehow water is getting past the spring-loaded seal and dripping out the back of the pump. Or it's the front of the pump, but it's the back side where it shouldn't be coming out at all.
That's crazy.
So it's dripping like one drop every like 20 seconds. So it's not like dramatic, you know what I mean? But it's enough to put a little puddle on the ground.
Yeah.
Drips faster than it can evaporate.
Enough to be annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was going through a couple towels a day worth of puddling on the floor before, so the old one definitely failed.
Yeah.
So
the housing.
They have a 5-year warranty. So what he sent me, I don't know how much it would be. I got to imagine the seals would be $20 or $30 or something, but.
And it's definitely the seal. Like the housing's not cracked. It's coming from the seal.
Yeah, there's no. It's definitely in good shape. I mean, other than the pump getting hot because it runs 24/7. I mean, there's definitely nothing. Yeah. And it was really hard to get the propeller off and get like the old seal out. Like you basically got to use a hammer to get it out.
It's like compressed. Yeah.
And I even hammered the new one back in per the instructions that they sent me. So I'm surprised there's still a little leak, but
So if this doesn't, so if you can't get it to stop, will they send you a new pump?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, I would imagine it shouldn't leak at all.
No, well, no. It didn't leak leading up to that incident, did it?
There's actually been a slow drip. So it probably was something that I thought was leaking from, there's like a drain plug at the bottom of the pump. So if you want to drain the water out that's sitting in the pump,
Yeah.
unscrew it. And I thought that that's where it was leaking from because it's like literally right there. But I bet you it was leaking from behind like a slow drip. And then eventually it just failed and it started leaking quite a bit.
But yeah, they can't leak. I mean, they can't.
It definitely shouldn't.
No. Like if you knew that it's supposed to leak, would you have bought it?
No.
Right? Yeah, nobody would.
Because even though it's on a basement floor, I still don't want, water down there.
Well, plus you're losing your salinity, right? You're dropping salinity every time you lose water out of it.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I didn't fluctuate at all. I've been 1.025 the whole time, but I also added salt water to my top off.
Yeah.
So I kind of mixed it to like 1.019 or 1.0, you know what I mean, 2.
Yeah.
So I had a little bit of fresh water, but
yeah. Hey, Mike. So what's happening with you, Dave?
Not too much. Just got my my prize fish that I've been wanting for probably since I started the hobby. So
I saw that earlier in the chat there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dude. He's a sweet dude. He's sharp fish, dude.
How big?
Ain't got a lot. He's got streamers and everything. So he's I'd say he's every bit of 9 inches.
Good. Yeah. Nice
Might even be actually. He might even be pushing 10. I mean, about 9. Just yeah. I'd say 9 inches.
That's the lie you tell yourself, DM.
Yeah, that's what he tells his wife, right?
Yeah. But he's doing all right. My Chevron is just trying to show him who's boss, but I mean he's not attacking him or anything. He's starting to swim back and forth. So I mean 7-foot tank. I got a lot of caves. I mean he's got the whole front to swim, so I mean I think he'll be all right. He was in copper treatment for a while, so I just took him today. I was like, you know what, I'll just bite the bullet. So I'll do a video on him and stuff. But yeah, he's sharp. He was eating and everything. He was in quarantine probably for 2.5 weeks.
Good, yeah.
So that's like the biggest fish I got in there. So it's not like I overstocked my tank or anything. He's going to be like the show fish.
Yeah.
Everybody else in there is kind of small, and so yeah, I was happy. I'm happy.
So that one's bigger than mine.
Yeah, wait till I show. I mean, when I seen yours, and I was like, man, dude, I want one, and I keep always saying my LFS, but it's where I work now. So
yeah,
he got a bunch of fish in a while back, and I've been putting it off, and then today I was like, you know what? He's still here, and he's been in the copper, and nobody's had him. He's in like a 30 or 40 gallon tank. I'm like, I'll just take him.
Yeah. How big's yours, John Blue?
He's probably 5 to 6 inches.
Yeah, about the same as mine. Yeah.
I mean, every fish looks small, but
I know that's what I was looking at your tank when I asked you how big is your fish tank, because then I remember you saying I know it was up there, but because I got a 240, but with all the rock, figure 200 gallons. He's got plenty of caves, but I seen that you got one, and I'm like, he looks big, but then I wasn't sure. You got a 30-inch stretch. So yeah, that's a big tank, man.
Yeah, it's like 8 foot by 30 by 30.
Oh wow, yeah, okay. So mine's 7 by 2 by 27.
Yeah.
When are you upgrading, John?
I built this house for this tank, so
Yeah.
it's going to be a while.
Yeah. If you upgrade, it's going to be to a smaller one, not a bigger one. Yeah.
You know, I went 30 inches deep, and I had a 130 that was like 23 inches deep or something, and that was a good height. 27 is a good height. 30 to me, I'm not a super tall guy, so
Yeah. Same here.
it's a stretch. But how often do you have to touch a sand bed? You know,
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of plastic arms and scrapers and stuff that I don't necessarily have to stick my arms in the tank anyways, but
Yeah, my 24-inch tall is plenty tall enough. I wouldn't want to go any higher than that.
I mean, I have to do everything pretty much on a ladder though, because the way I built it, I want to say the tank is 42 inches high, maybe.
Yeah.
Making that number up, I don't know for sure, but it's above the waist, and then 30 inches from there. So I think I have a 6 or 7 foot ladder that I have to get on and do everything with.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a 2-step that I can pretty much, unless I have to get to the bottom of the back of the tank, then I have to bring in a step ladder just to get up a little higher to reach in, but that's very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading research on them before I got them, and they said that the Naso tanks. I got a blonde Naso too, so I mean, they're supposed to. They like heavy flow in the tank, I guess. It helps keep them fit and active or something like that. It helps them. They like modern. No, the flow that's like heavier than medium.
Yeah.
Flowing on them. So with my tank being a lot of SPS and stuff, the pumps are cranked up. I figured it would give him the exercise. You know what I mean? When he's sitting in the current or
Yeah.
I wished he was probably an inch or two shorter. I probably wouldn't. It wouldn't look. But I mean, I feel like 200 gallons. I think that's better than what he was in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 200 gallons is fine for that. Well, what's happening there, John? Scrap or you feeding?
I don't know where that came from. Is it algae? What are they eating?
I don't know. They're good. I don't.
Are they eating each other's poop?
They're schooling and they're either scrapping or eating. I don't know.
They were eating something,
Yeah.
but it looked like a sheet of algae. But unless they got the last little remnants off of the algae clip,
yeah, maybe.
maybe they pulled the last little chunk out that gets pinched in between.
Yeah, it was just all of a sudden it was just massive schooling and
I was looking down. I was putting this gel filter away.
Oh, okay. So your light's on, Dave?
Yeah, I just got the blues on. I'm just trying to watch him. The chevron is he's not attacking him, but he's like he stays real close to him.
Monitoring him.
Yeah, and he'll swim underneath them. I mean, he pecks at him a little bit, but nothing. It's not like they're swatting tails. But my guy still has his barbs on his back. The Nasos, they stick out. They don't go in.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 on each side. So, I mean, but he's letting the chevron come up to him and, like, look at him and whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
Well, the chevron's probably thinking that Depot just moved into a 1-bedroom apartment with them.
Yeah.
yeah, and he's pretty big too. So he's probably looking at him as a threat. But they said that they should work it out.
Yeah, they're 2 different types of tanks. They should be fine.
Yeah, like right now, my purple tank don't care. The crazy thing about it is the cleaner wrasse is trying to clean both of them at the same time. So it's kind of like pretty good. So it's like a icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Naso is like sitting vertically straight up in the air almost, and then he'll start to swim, and then he gets all. Yeah, let me see something. Where's my? Let me see. I just want to. I'm happy. So.
That's what matters.
I mean, I'm trying to do what's right for the fish too. But I mean, I didn't like him being in that small tank, and
No, I mean, I have a 180 and I have one in it, and I mean, your tank's
well, I want to get your guys'
a little
opinion.
bigger.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you them if it's possible here. Hold on. See if I can join.
Are you trying to get on your phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute this and then go on my phone just to.
There you go.
All right, let me grab my glasses so I can show you. All right. Let me just change this. Hold on. Where is he? Oh, now he's swimming. Oh, no. See.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's beautiful. But I got my blue lights on, so I'm trying to.
But he's not hiding. He's not. So he seems, relatively
Then
comfortable in there.
I got this butthead here, so he's.
Yeah.
So they're not like going at it,
No.
but they're.
It's a curiosity thing more than anything, probably. If he's not like tail slapping him or anything.
He's pretty big, though. I mean. Yeah, but see how they're going at it, like a little bit, like my blue lights is not. That's probably better. I don't know what it looks like on camera.
Yeah, it was better under the blue, I think. Even well, maybe not. Now that it's kind of adjusting now.
He looks good. It's just coming in fuzzy for me.
Yeah.
And he's in copper, so his gray body, it's like a little white. So he was in 15 salinity with copper. I don't know. So yeah, that's my chevron though. He's a pain in the.
Can't tell on this, but is he adult coloration?
Yeah.
Blonde.
Yeah,
Is it a
dark.
blonde Nassau for the Nassau?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like
yeah.
it.
Yeah, let me see if I can do this real quick just to. He's kind of hiding now that I turn the lights on, but there he goes.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
He's a big
Yeah.
boy, man.
Yeah, same as mine.
He should be all right in this tank, though, right? I mean, it's
Oh yeah. Yeah,
it's
no, it's
7 foot
7 foot
long. You know what I
tank.
mean? Like he's got plenty of room. I moved like all this rock out of here for him.
Yeah.
He's got this cave here. He can go there.
Yeah, and there's
all the
lots
way
of room in the
behind
front
there.
to swim across to do laps. You know, you can.
That's what they do. They swim back and forth.
Yeah, mine does quite a bit. Does yours, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most active swimmers I got. You're
Yeah.
probably right about the flow. You know, they definitely like flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
I did I just did a fish spotlight on him, on that fish.
Yeah.
Like a month ago.
Yeah, if I had like I don't know, I would say another 8. If I had like an 8-foot tank and spread out my rocks a little bit more, I bet you it would be perfect. But I mean, in all, I mean, I think he'll be much happier in this thing than where he was at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he was in like a 30 or 35 gallon, just a tank just so that he can get sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you pay for him?
Do you really want?
Okay, how much was it retail?
No, for real though. I'm paying full price.
Okay.
Yeah, but 250.
Oh, really? Eh? Holy crap!
250 American, yeah, or
Because
USA.
because it's full
For
size.
a 9-inch
basically.
one with streamers, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
that's pretty good.
It's not-
Yeah, I mean, I looked at Live Aquaria or whatever it was, and they were like 349.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he might even be longer than 9 inches. I mean, he's pushing 9, 10. I mean, he's big. I mean, I liked it that he's already full, like he's grown. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about like him not trying to get to his full potential.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll acclimate a lot easier than the smaller ones. You know what I mean? Not like your sizes, but like sometimes he gets like the 4 inchers, 3.5, and I've seen them where they don't transport as easily.
Yeah,
it's almost like their immune system isn't quite up to par, like to come from the ocean to the holding to the wholesaler to us. You know what I mean? And I've seen them, like when I go to work tomorrow, there'll be fish. It's crazy to see the fish that just don't make it,
So that fish came in from the wholesaler? That
Yeah.
big? Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, this fish store that I work for is like he does a lot of like exotics. So like we got like 3, 4, 5, 6 like 125 gallon aquariums for like fish, and then we got like the rest of them are like 60 like oceanic sizes.
Mm-hmm.
We probably got, I don't know, 15 to 20 of those. So the tanks are pretty big. I mean, he's got sharks, he's got smooth hounds for like $600. But yeah, these guys came in. I mean, this was like one of maybe 15, 10 of them that he got.
That size?
No, they range from all different sizes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was probably about 2.5 inches when I got it, and it's grown up quite a bit.
No, you got a nice one. That's the other day when I seen it, I was like, dude, I want to get it. I got to get mine. For some reason, it's just something that I've always, this was like the prize. When people see fish tank, people want to see clownfish. I like the Nasos.
Yeah.
Even the regular ones are good. You got a blonde too?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he should be, like I said, if need be, I'm just gonna baby him and hopefully he'll start. He's eating like mice. He's not eating like the nori or anything right now. He's eating just the mysis shrimp right now. I gotta still trying to transition him.
Yeah.
He's not picky, but I don't think he knows what it is, you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big adjustment for a big fish like that.
Yeah, for that fish has got to be, I would think, 5 years old. 5, 6 years old in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's not like it's only been there for.
Yeah, see how your rock is though? It's like not so high, so they can swim the whole width and length.
Yeah.
Mine, I have like the two outer sides. I have it kind of high, so. I still like that wrasse that you got too, though. That white one with all those polka dots. Yeah, that's a badass fish.
The clown.
I dig that fish a lot. Yeah.
K-Town will give it to you.
Yep.
I got a red
one. It's supposed to get like 2 feet long.
Yep. Yeah. Just come and get it. It's yours. You got to help me empty the tank out to get it out, though. That's going to be the problem.
I'm gonna sign off. I'll catch you guys later.
All right. See you, John. See you, Jeeves.
Night, Dave. Night, K-Town.
Night.
All right, buddy. Everybody's leaving us.
Well, I got two of me and one of you.
Yeah, even your sailfin is like, it's got some shoulders on them.
Yeah. And again, that one was a little bigger when I got it. It was maybe, I would say maybe 3.5 inches. And now it's got to be like from tail to nose, it's got to be 5 anyway.
So yeah, you got like so your naso is probably what, 5, 6 inches?
No, it's probably 5. I'd say 5.
Are you going from the body to the center of the tail? Or are you
tail to nose, like the tip of the tail? Here, let me grab my measuring tape. She'll come right up to me and I can measure.
I'm just trying to figure out, because then I want to measure my guy, because I don't think mine is much bigger than yours. I think yours will start growing streamers shortly. Then it looks like it's already starting, ain't it?
It's starting, yeah. Yeah, she's starting to get some there now. Let's try. Okay, she's going to come over to me here.
Look at them all.
Come here. I'm over here. Don't worry about the tape. Oh, the other ones are freaking out, so she's going to start. Come here. No, she doesn't like this tape. Let me grab my my ruler. It's less intimidating.
Yeah, look at that yellow hawk,
yeah,
dude. That
she's
thing's
all
bad.
flared out. Yeah, she's flared out now.
Now, does yours like twitch her pectoral fins like really, really fast? When she's scared, or?
Yeah. So she's got, now that I'm looking, I have the ruler here. She's got to be 6 inches. Yeah, she's 6 inches. From nose to tail. To the tip of her tail, like.
6 inches.
Yeah. And my sail fin is about the same. They'd be about the same in length. Sail fin's just higher. And dory's going to be about the same. Yeah, they're all about, like the fox face, the dory, the sailfin, and the naso are all about the same length. Just different body shapes. Yeah.
So mine's got to be like 8 inches. Then I'm looking maybe 8.5.
Yeah, still good sized fish though.
Yeah, even her like the pectoral or the top fin where the yellow is, she can like wiggle it. That she fans it like a wave.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's like a stress thing or she's nervous. This is like my first. I've never had this fish before, so I'm kind of just wondering if what to look for if she's stressed or.
Well, they'll change color, right? They'll turn like if they're really stressed, they don't look like that. Their color turns like a brownish, patchy, kind of like a fox face does. You know that kind of idea.
My Magnificent does that where she just like.
But that's when they're stressed, not scared, not startled, but like, they're really stressed. So it's a good indicator.
Yeah, I don't think she's that. Yeah, she's cruising a little bit. She's not. She's still a little unfamiliar. She's only been in there for like 2 hours.
Exactly. It'll take a couple of days anyway, at least, to settle in. So
this is my most expensive fish I've owned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did you pay for yours?
Again, she was smaller, but I paid, was it 89 Canadian? So that's like probably, $75 your money.
Right. Yeah. I'm probably gonna get some money off. The owner wasn't there today, but my boss. So I'm hoping he gives me him. I hope he gives me him for 200.
Yeah.
He takes off a few bucks, and then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll still make a buck on it.
Yeah, mine. She keeps just fanning the top fin. She it's like a wave. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yep.
I'm trying to watch yours to see if. Then again, yours is
relaxed.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah, yeah. She don't care. She's just.
Yeah, it's home. She's at home.
When they swim, though, man, that tail is just—I don't know. There's just something about them.
Mm-hmm.
Still got 11 people.
Mm-hmm. Are my pumps off? No, my pumps are on. Yeah. But they'll work. So I have them tied to my apex. So one side runs by itself for 10 minutes. Then the other side runs by itself for 10 minutes. And then they both come on for 10 minutes together. Yeah, so that side's probably not on. Let me just see. I'm out in my shop having a cigarette right now, but let me look in here. Which one's on? This one's on. So it's giving there's more flow on this end with the gyre. When that one comes on, then you get more flow on the euphyllias. Or when they're both on, especially, you get tons of flow. But so it kind of keeps it kind of random in a way. It's not that random because it's every 10 minutes it changes, but
your fox face is huge, man. I think your fox face is it's up there too, and looks bigger than your.
It's about 6. It's about this, pretty close to the same.
That one looks, man. That's a big fish. At least it looks big on camera.
Yeah, it's a good size. I don't know what they max out at. I probably looked at one point or another, but
yeah, you got a perfect selection of fish, man. Like,
yeah, and I'm pretty happy.
A lot of people want like to keep all those particular fish, and some people just can't even do it.
Yeah. The only other fish I'm gonna get is another mandarin, because I electrocuted my last one.
You put it in your big system, or are you gonna put it in your?
Yeah, I'll put it in the one on the right, because that's where all the copepods are.
You got a diamond goby. Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, I didn't know that you had one of those.
I got two of them. I got one in the 80 and then one in the one on the right, the 60 on the right. Because they keep my sand bed white.
Yeah, I think I'm done spending for a while.
Yeah, I guess now it's corals for me. I got this winter. I'm going to start stocking up on corals.
Yeah, I'm still having a problem with my staghorns. I mean, my green slimer. I got a bunch of coral in my new system, and I moved a bunch of live rock over, so I know the system is basically cycled because I got probably well over 30 pounds in there.
Yeah.
And but yeah, there's just that my green slimer is just not. And with me shutting down my metal halides, I just bought 2 new bulbs. I only got one in so far, but it's called the SPS South Pacific something or other 20,000 K. It's really sharp. It's blue metal halide. And I just ordered another one, so I'm gonna have to put those on because I've been shutting them off. I think my black boxes are just. I've had them probably for like 6 years, 7 years, and I'm wondering if they're just not producing enough lumens. And it's a lighting issue, and that's why those particular corals weren't.
But not overnight. But like,
yeah, this ain't overnight. Yeah.
No, it's got to be your. I think it's all just your phosphates spiking like that. It's probably.
Yeah, it spiked. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay now that you're getting it under control.
Yeah, I just had another coral that I've had for a very, very long time. Just in the middle of it, it's like a tabling out type of smooth skin acro, and right in the center, it just started turning white on me.
Yeah, that's a Colt coral ale. Sorry, Dave. Colt coral is the one Dave was mentioning.
So I don't know. And I had the guys come over from work today, and they had flashlights, and we're looking for flatworms, and we just can't see anything. So it's weird. It's only certain corals.
Well, it's you could have 2 identical corals, and one will strip and one won't. Like who knows why, right?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. This is my first like tragedy, since with SPS, anyways.
Yeah.
My everything else is doing good. My Ophelias and hammers and torches and that stuff is doing wonderful. But if I have to though, I might just end up doing like kind of like how you did. I'll just buy a bunch of more Ophelia or something. And I mean, I'm not gonna stress over the SPS. I mean, I'm doing everything I could possibly do.
Yep.
Sometimes they just don't want to live.
Another one, Razor, that is the Singulara. There's a green, like I have a green Singulara in my tank. When I go back in, I'll get a closer up for you. That's another one. It's kind of like the Colt and the Kenya tree and all those.
Those are nice corals to have. The Colt coral is better than the Kenya tree, man. I got the Kenya tree. Them things, they let off babies. They're taking over. I mean, you could pinch them off, but if you leave any like residue on the rock, that's how strong they'll regrow.
Yeah, they're like the Xenia, pulsing Xenia, like same thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I had a SPS in, pardon me, an SPS in my 180 that really didn't grow much, and I didn't get much for polyp extension. So I moved it over to the 60 on the right, and now it's starting to grow. I'm getting polyp extension, and it's the same water. The only thing different is, well, I don't have any fish in there to pick at it, and maybe that's what was going on. Maybe my coral beauty is picking at stuff. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking too. I mean, I got so many variables here, but my like Chevron Tang and also my Magnificent, they are always pecking at the rocks and pecking at things. If they see a little bit of food or algae or anything, they'll hit it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if, you know, they accidentally bit into it a little too hard, cause a bacterial infection of some sort. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
You asking me that, Razor? I'm in Canada, so that if you are asking me, that won't work. Yeah, that's it here. Oops.
What do you have? What are you getting rid of?
No, he's just asking if I was trimming my Singular.
Oh,
Because of where I am. If he was in Canada, that'd be fine, but he's not. Yeah, so that's it there. Yeah. It's a problem with us Canadians. There's not many of us, so we always get the short end of the stick. But yeah, that thing's grown. I got that as a little tiny, one little sprout. I got it in probably May with one little tiny shoot, and now it's that. Same with that Blasto. That Blasto was one head, and now there's heads all the way around. Two big heads, and then a whole bunch of little ones all the way around.
yeah, I like Blastos. Those are cool corals.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many other corals out there. You don't have to have SPS, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're nice, but man, if you sneeze wrong, you look the wrong way, and you should have looked this way. I mean, they'll just die on you.
Yeah. What's funny is the two SPS that I have, I only have two pieces. My Monty pretty much all died off. It's growing back now. Had some a brain coral that almost died on me. My what do you call that? Poecilophora.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much died. I got like a few little pieces that are growing back, but the SPS were fine. Go figure, you know. Well, actually, I have three pieces now because I got a little tiny frag from a fellow reefer here in town a few weeks ago, and it's doing well. I got polyp extension. It's only like 1.25 inches high, one stick, but it's growing, it's showing some growth. So I'm happy. But those two are in, the ones that are doing really well are in that 60. The one that's still in the 180 it's growing a little bit, but no polyp extension at all. So I think I'm going to pull it out, and my little tank will be my SPS tank, I guess. My little tank, my 60-gallon tank. Little, I guess, compared to the 180.
Right. I'm just watching your fish just cruise back and forth, back and forth.
Because I'm walking back and
You
forth.
have two Melanarises in there?
No, I got a Melanaris and here, let me get my iPad off the stand here. So, leopard. So that's the leopard.
Yeah, that is okay.
Yeah,
We
Melanaris.
just got those in.
Yeah, I love it. It's an awesome fish. And then this guy here, I can't remember what he's called. It's like a black fin or something like that. It's called, but it has. Here, let me adjust my lights. Because it's turning blue on me here. Just gonna go back to 1300. There we go. So he's got orange fin below, and then he's got a darker fin on top with a little bit. He's going in the back there with a little bit of orange at kind of the tipish of it. Only when he flares it, though, you can see it really. But
Is it a type of fairy wrasse?
it's a type of fairy, I think. Yeah.
Is he swimming like one?
Yeah. It was sold to me as an exquisite. Obviously, it isn't, but that's what it was sold to me as. And then I started doing research. Like, that's no exquisite wrasse. So, but he's cool. He doesn't bury himself. He's just goes into the rock. He's not a sand dweller. But the my other three wrasses are all barriers.
You ever thought about getting rid of sand, or are you gonna keep sand?
Oh, I would never. I will never. Here's why. So guess what's going in this tank?
Sand.
Yes, I hate it. Hate it. So that's gonna have sand.
Are those all bubble tips that are in there?
Yeah. Yeah, one's really the guy that I got that piece of SPS from also I got this, and this one stayed bubbled. It's just an actual bubble tip. But these guys here are starting. I don't know if you can see on the
Yeah,
back
they're like
side. They're
poofy. Yeah.
starting to bubble now. Yeah, where they used to look like this one. No bubble at all.
Right. Yeah,
So
they say they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Even what's his name from starts with an M.
Melev's
Yeah.
Reef. Yeah. His are all like this one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got them bad boys cranking in some flow. And he said he's had those things for years.
Yep. So I had 2, and then 2 became 5, and then I got the 6th one, which is a separate one. But all the other ones are like these 2 green ones. Well, I got on video splitting. I've sold 3 green ones from the original one. I've sold 3 rose bubbles, and I have 3 from the original. They're
They look like
splitting.
pink and green, and
yeah. No,
they're like an ultra.
Yeah, but even even this one, you can see the green.
The
But it's a
metallic
rose,
green, yeah.
Yeah, it's a rose bubble tip, but it has the kind of the green in the base. Yeah. So yeah, no, they're cool looking. Where the green ones are just green. Like there's no, the flesh is a little lighter green, but
They're gonna look at you. They're like, you better not put your hand in here.
no, they don't come after me at all. These guys could care less. Yeah, you gotta love the clowns and the anemones.
That's what I want to do too. Is buy a couple anemones for this 2x2 I got going on right now.
Yeah. I gotta get back to my phones because I can't see the text right now. Or I'll get to my computer. I don't know what I did with my phone.
Al said good night to
good night,
either
Al.
somebody or hold on.
Oh, later, Chimp's going.
Oh.
I don't know. I gotta read now. Scott's. Oh, hey, geez, Reef. Didn't see you stop in. It's a Scott's fairy wrasse. Is it a Scott's fairy wrasse? No, it was something black finned or something. Oh, 2, please. Good night. Night, 2, please. Here, I'm going to Google it real quick, see if I can find the name. I think it was Blackfin wrasse. Blackfin fairy wrasse. I think that's what it is. Nope, that's not what it is. Blackfin. What's this one here? Nope. I will find it. Yeah, because I was on Reef to Reef, and I posted a picture, and somebody identified it, and then I searched, and that's what it was. But that was a long time ago. I can't remember now. So let me type in Scott's fairy wrasse. Scott's fairy wrasse. Live Aquaria. Let's check that out. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a K-Town fairy wrasse. Yeah,
it's a K-Town fairy wrasse?
That's what AL says. It's a K-Town fairy wrasse.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not a Scott. It's not at least what Live Aquaria is showing. Okay, let me go to. I'll just type in fairy wrasse because I'm pretty sure it is a fairy wrasse.
Yeah, we got those leopard wrasses in, man. Those things are sick.
Yeah, I love it.
We got to try to get them. Right now, they just came in, so they're not eaten, but those exact same ones with the orange, with the dots on them. And
yeah.
Yeah. That's so big, though. They're small. I guess you could put those in. You can actually put you could put more than just one of them.
Yeah,
like a harem.
3 or 4 or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because the males and the females look different. And there's also different types of leopard wrasse. Like I can't remember I'm not an aficionado, so I don't know all the names, but I know there are different types of
right.
Leopard wrasses. Yeah.
You've had him a long time?
I've had him since probably April, something like that. So not long time. But he was he was pretty much that big when I got him. I got him as a pretty big one.
But he eats and everything for you? He's good.
Oh, yeah.
Hardy fish?
Yeah, but I thought he was dead. I didn't see him for about 2 weeks. He was buried. And then I called him my weekend wrasse because he would be in bed before I got home from work. So I never saw him during the week, and weekends I got to see him. But then he got used to the schedule, and then he's good. Okay, so I'll search that next. The female or no, it's not a juvenile. I know that because I've had it for 2 years and it hasn't changed. Okay, let me type in that. Oh, let me click on AL's link. See what he's going to send me to. Oh, no. Velvet wrasse. No, that's not it. Oh, it has more. Oh, okay. I see what you're getting at. Nope. None of those.
I got my kids sleeping all on the couch with me.
Is he? Yeah. Oh, your daughter or your son?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah, they didn't want to sleep in their bed. My wife's working. My wife has 2 jobs. I got, right now I only got the one, but technically getting paid for the other one. But
yeah.
So yeah, we're just having a little slumber party on the couch, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, scroll down. I don't know if it's all the wrasses. I did scroll down. I went down. Oh, and then types of wrasses. Okay, I see where you're getting at now. Okay, so fairy wrasses. Let's click on that one. Oh, it was cleaner wrasses I was looking at. Oh, no, fairy wrasses. Yeah, okay.
What did Razor do? Would you?
Oh, I used your advice from last stream and did a lot of work on my tank. Oh, he might be thinking of Dave's Nano.
Dave's Nano tank?
Yeah, there's Dave's Nano tanks, and this is DM's Reef Dave. 2 different Daves. Yeah, because we were on Dave's live stream. Okay, here we go. So leopard wrasse. There's a black leopard wrasse. There's a I don't know how you pronounce that. Choate's wrasse, leopard wrasse, ornate leopard wrasse, splendid leopard wrasse. So mine is looks like just the leopard wrasse, just the standard leopard wrasse. The ornate has more greens and stuff in it. But I still haven't found my. Wonder if I go to Reef and find my threads. I don't know how. I haven't been on there so long. Let me try. Reef. Log in. Do you already have an account? Yes, my password is. Log in. No, that didn't work. Let's try. I haven't been on here in so long. It's probably this one. Log in. There we go.
That other wrasse is pretty cool, man. You're saying it's a pain in the butt, but
It might be when it gets to be 2 feet long.
That's how my red chorus is. Right now, it's becoming a pain in my. It's healthy, it's doing everything great, but man, he just knocks everything over.
Yeah. Okay, so how do I find my posts? New posts. Anybody know how to go through Reef to find your whatever you've done?
No, but Alex does though.
Yeah, he's not here.
Obviously, yeah.
He's not here.
That ain't gonna help me, Dave.
New content, watch content, your articles. Hang on, let me try that. 530 different types. Yeah. Most recent upload, most popular, most liked, top rated, most. Well, I don't have any articles. It's not. I don't have articles.
Barnacles.
Articles, like it says, watch. Art. I don't have any articles, so.
I'm so computer illiterate, dude.
Yeah. Okay,
I'm just happy I got my $12 little footage and.
Yeah.
I did that iMovie thing, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah. There's got to be a way on here that I can find whatever I've done.
What you've posted?
Oh, wait. No, not that one. I think I'm getting close, though. Please tell me this. No, that's not my stuff. Oh, yeah, RAS ID. No, that's not me. Watch threads. No. If I could just find that, it would tell me exactly what that stupid RAS is.
Oh, man. Let me go grab something to eat.
I give up. Check under discussions and then under participated, okay? Go back to home. Now I just need to find discussions. Oh, my threads. Oh, here we go. Okay, I found it. Under my threads. Now how do I, right here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's see. Looks like definitely not exquisite. It's missing the outside. Do you have other wrasses in the tank? No, Scar, it's close relative to both. Scar and exquisite is not nearly as aggressive. They, of course, don't give you the name. They give you a black-fin fairy wrasse. Yeah, that's the common name is black-fin fairy wrasse. The actual name is, I'm not even going to try to see, who knows, close relative to both the Scotorum and exquisitus. It's not nearly as aggressive as Scotorum. So it is, yeah, common name blackfin fairy wrasse. Search that again. Still doesn't. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, blackfin fairy wrasse. That's what it is. I'm gonna see how. I know there's a way I can present this on here. Let me see if I can figure it out. Select a window. This one. And then okay. So let me know if that worked for you guys, if you can see it now. Yeah, there we go. And that's basically it there too. Yeah, that's it. And that one there, it's a little duller version of mine, but this one probably looks more like it. That one right there. There's some pretty cool looking wrasses. Yeah, there it is there. Just mine doesn't have that green in it. It's more black than green. Oh, I see. That's a female. Maybe the females are lighter. See if there's one that says male. Hate seeing fish.
That looks like almost like a 6 line. That one just before that one.
Which one?
That one.
Oh, that one there?
Is that a type of 6 line? Or?
I don't know. I don't see any lines really on the fish. I don't know. I hate seeing fish out of water like that. It drives me crazy. So I think mine must be a male because the female one that they showed is more of a green color. Or mine, that's it. That's kind of no, that's not mine. There's a line rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 line. I don't know. Why do they have to take them out of the water? That's not a wrasse. Yeah, no, I think mine's a male ale because it's not green. It doesn't have that green hue that other one showed. And I'll go back to the beginning where it showed the female. Yeah, so that's the female. Like the same fin colors and everything, but mine is more of a black color than that greenish color. Yeah, I guess so, but yeah, there's so many different wrasses, it's unbelievable. And they're still finding new ones. Oops, I don't know what I just did there. Trying to download something, I guess. Yeah, I'll show you that. So here's the splendid, Dave. Leopard wrasse. Oh, I know what I should look up for you, Dave. How do I search on here? I'll just go this way. Oh, not red. Blonde. Oh, there we go. Oh. How did blonde turn into red? Where's Light Aquarium? Yeah, see, a small blonde is $79.99. Minimum tank size 180 gallons.
What happened?
For the Nasso. For the blonde Nasso, minimum tank size 180 gallons, max size 1.5 feet. They get
So
big.
16 inches or 15?
Yeah. We got 12, no, 18 inches.
Oh,
18.
minimum tank size is 180.
Yeah.
So now is that based on wild? So you would cut that in half in captivity. So 18, you're looking at like gross,
Yeah.
probably 8 to 9 inches, probably in captivity.
Might get to 10 or so. Let's see if they say here. Approximate purchase size. Although tanks will use
Extra large, 9 to 10.
extra large. Yeah, so I guess that would be probably full size, 10 inches, something like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, extra large is 8 inches to 9 inches. Extra large to 10 inches. So, yeah, so I would say they probably get to about 10 inches. And then if we go, I'll show you what that wrasse will look like when it's grown up. course, they probably don't even sell them at Live Aquaria. Oh, there should be a picture in here. So that's mine now.
Oh, there he is. So that's mine right there, isn't? Yeah, I think that was mine.
Which one?
That one. Oh no, that's a clown.
Yeah, these are clowns, but it's not really showing.
There's mine right there. That one with the yellow, blue, right there. Nope.
This one?
Nope. Down, over, up.
Okay, so from where I am now, go where?
Go up one. Go over one to your right.
This one.
That's the one I got right now.
Oh, okay.
And that one there he's sweet. He's awesome, but
yeah, that's a cool looking fish. Here, I'll know what I'll do. I'll type in.
He was
adult.
I think I paid $90 for him.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a lot of. Sure, we all do, but man.
Yeah, so that's the adult. Oh, what happened there? May contain adult-oriented content. What? Adult clown wrasse may contain adult-oriented content. Safe search must be turned off to display these results. You kidding me? This might show it. Yeah, that's the adult. That's it there. That's it there. It'll say. Doesn't say how big they get here. That's where I just was.
This is my little.
Oh, one sec. I gotta get to Hangouts again.
Oh, you're fine. I thought maybe you could see. I was.
Well, I will. Just give me a sec. I just gotta go to Google. Where are you? Oh, you're on this one. Okay.
My little.
Well, you've already got corals and everything in it now. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just stuff that broke off and trying to frag this like green slimers and just started dying off Bacillopora or Stylopora.
Yeah.
This is my Goniopora.
Yep.
I just didn't have room in there with putting that new fish, so. But yeah, it's just got enough rock and stuff. This is just strictly for QT for corals, you know.
Yep.
Nothing.
It's working.
There's my YouTube.
Yeah, fish tube.
But yeah, it's coming along. Skimmer's working good.
Yeah, it's good.
So yeah, I just wanted to show you.
Looking good. Yeah, at least you got a place now you can move stuff.
My bad.
That's good. Okay, so they're saying that this is the adult clown wrasse. I don't know if I can make it bigger or not. No. No, I think that's pretty much true, Razor. That damsels are real, they can be real idiots.
This fish that I got?
The fish that you have, yeah. It looks like that, you said?
Yeah. What did it say about it?
Well, that's what my clown wrasse is going to look like when it's an adult. Oh, no, it says it's an African clown wrasse.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, they said
Oh,
that.
okay. Because I clicked on clown wrasse, and that's what comes up. Clown wrasse, and it says African clown wrasse. So maybe there's different ones.
Well, when it's a juvenile, it looks like the one that you have. If you look up, just look up red chorus wrasse juvenile. At least that's what they call it. Whether or not it's
Red chorus wrasse, you said?
yeah. At least that's what they told me at work what it was.
That's a red. Yeah, so it looks a little different than the one we were just looking at. Yeah, so here's the juvenile to adult. Whoop, what happened there? Yeah, juvenile adult.
That's the one I got.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's a little different than this one.
So the one that you were just showing, that's almost like they're almost identical, but
except mine will be 6 times bigger. Yeah. Yes. Clown wrasse. Let's see what this shows. So they don't show juvenile and adults. I don't know if that's it or not. Anyway, doesn't matter. I mean, I know that like when I first got it, I found it and it looked sweet. Like it's a beautiful fish when it's an adult too, but 2 feet long.
yeah.
A little much. Okay, so.
Well, yeah, your fish now, man. That wrasse doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So
No.
he looks all happy and content.
Yeah. Clown sand wrasse. Let me check that out. What I want you to tell me, Jay, is that it's only going to grow to be 7 inches long. Okay, clown sand wrasse. Yeah, that's how it shows up like that. So let's just see what it looks like as an adult. Come on.
Yeah, my computer died. I'm charging it right now. I didn't even.
Sand wrasse, clown sand wrasse, clown. Well, that's not very pretty. Clown chorus juvenile. Well, clown chorus is what it says here. The one that looks exactly like mine. They say it's a clown chorus.
So they got a red chorus, yellow chorus, clown chorus.
Clown chorus juvenile, also known as sand wrasse, clown wrasse, clown chorus wrasse, twin spot wrasse, eye spot wrasse, red blotched wrasse. My God, why can't they make it simple? But they don't show it as an adult. Oh wait, this is for whatever load. Which one am I looking at? This one. Come on. Oh, there we go. Huh. it still says juvenile. I don't know. No, that's probably it. Yeah, that makes sense. That kind of, I remember it looking like that when I was looking at pictures when I first got it.
That's what it's going to look like?
I think so, yeah. So I wonder if they give any. Okay, so found length 40 centimeters. Yeah, so that's pushing 2 feet. So 40 centimeters. I'm Canadian, I should know this, but where's my ruler? Here we go. So 40 centimeters. Yeah, that's like, it's damn near. That's 16 inches. It's still a big fish.
Yeah. It's going to be thin and fast. And
Yeah.
so 16, it'd probably get about 9 to 10 inches in your tank, probably 9.
Yeah. From juvenile to adult, wrasses dramatically alter their color and body shapes. Wrasses are always on the go, yada, 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 yeah. Yeah, so that's
what are they calling it?
They're calling it a clown wrasse still. Clown chorus. Clown chorus.
Clown.
C-O-R-I-S, chorus wrasse.
Clown chorus wrasse.
That's a good question, Razor. I guess they no, they don't even look like a blenny.
Oh, yeah, that's your fish.
Yeah, no, definitely. So that's what it's going to end up looking like. Well, 16 inches, so 10, like a 10-inch one, that I wouldn't mind. If it's only going to get to 10, 11 inches. I mean,
there's an adult one that on YouTube.
Oh, there's one on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah,
does it look
right
like
here.
the picture?
Actually, yeah. Hold on, give me a second. Let me click on me because I got my phone. So this is it right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not
a bad looking fish.
No, it's hard to tell how big that one is, but because there's nothing. I mean, who knows what that other fish was for? Just to know how big it. Oh, there's an angel. Yeah, it's bigger than that angel. I don't see any coral in that tank.
No. That is a big boy, dude. And you can tell by in that tank. And it's a pretty big fish.
It's a big fish.
Yeah.
Impressive, though. Like, it's an impressive fish. Yeah, maybe I'll keep it. Yeah, they're basically. I think they are a mandarin. The dragonets. Scooter bunnies are more closely related to mandarin. Oh, okay. Or red ruby dragonets, yeah.
He's just looking to mess stuff up.
That's pretty. Yeah. I'm sure I wouldn't be able to keep a snail. I mean, he doesn't go after my shrimp though.
Well, that's because he's young now. Wait till he gets older, though. He might.
Yeah.
My red chorus picks up. He can't figure it out yet, but he picks up my hermit crabs and tries to devour them, but he just doesn't. He ain't got the power yet to do it.
Oh my god! It's the same thing, Jay. Same thing. They're all the same. Chorus Egula, which is shows that exact same fish. Let's find. Yeah, wiki species. Let's go there. Oh my God. Hang on, I gotta present this. Check this out, Dave. So if that's what it's gonna look like,
Chorus
egula. I know. Look at that adult. I know. That thing's unbelievable. Like, that's one ugly looking fish, really.
Now they're saying what?
Like, that's it. I mean, that's the fish in my tank right now. There's no doubt about that. And they're saying that's what it's gonna look like. Oh my God.
But go back to the one that's on there. The one that like you have, but yours has black spots in the orange.
Let me zoom in on this
that
one.
one does too.
Yeah, but it could be. Yeah, there's black. I'm just gonna go look at mine here. Oh, the black. Yeah, but I think that one's It does. You can kind of see them at the top of it. I think that one's transforming closer into its adult, like it's starting the phase. Talk about Jekyll and Hyde, all right.
Yeah, that's like, oh my goodness. You're supposed to age and get better looking fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy cow.
References. It doesn't say how big or anything. Like if that's what it's going to be, there's no chance I'm keeping that in my tank. There's no way. Like that thing, you know what it looks like?
It looks like a Fatorsa.
What's that fish Joey has? King of DIY, Frank.
Oh yeah,
Flowerhorn.
Flowerhorn.
Looks like
it almost looks like a Fatosa.
Yeah.
Cichlid, you know the Fratosas?
You will learn to love it. No, I won't. Like that is ugly looking fish. Frontosa?
Yeah.
Says? Yeah.
Yeah, Frontosa. But it needs the lines, though. You know what I mean? They're dark. They're gray with, like, black lines.
Yeah. Let's go look at a different... oops.
Well, let's hope not. But it looks
let's hope not.
I think you might be stuck with that fish.
That's quite something. Okay, so now if you look at on Wikipedia, let's see if they have but they don't have an adult picture. The total length of 120 centimeters. See, like there's so many different. That's 47 inches. Marked difference in appearance is noted between juvenile and adults. Juveniles are white and orange with false eyes on the dorsal fin, while adults are uniformly dark green or with light banding and developing a prominent forehead. That's what we were looking at. That's that thing right there. Oh my God. What did I get myself into?
42 inches. That's like...
Now you know how my parents feel.
Yeah, but you know what, though? But those wrasses, like, look at the biggest one that's out there in the world.
Yeah, I know. True. It looks similar. Like the head looks similar.
Yeah, it's just going to be a big freaking rat. Dude, it's almost 4 feet long.
That's crazy. Where was I?
42 inches. That's nuts, dude.
47 according to this. Okay, so let's say it only makes it to 3 feet instead of 4.
It's still 36-inch fish, dude.
Could you imagine?
You would have to have like a 2,000-gallon fish tank.
Yeah. Okay, so I did make the mistake I thought I made. So I'm giving it away if you're interested. Go back to the tank. I want to get a closer look now. Okay, I'll go back to the tank. I'll find him in here.
Oh, he's in there. He's just cruising around.
Yeah, no, but it's easier.
No, I'm just giving you the bit. Like, look at him, dude. He's cool. Not 4 foot cool.
No.
Stick with the leopard wrasses.
Yeah. But that's that fish. There's no doubt about it.
That fish that's crazy.
Yeah.
That it can go something
From
that
that
little
and beautiful
to a black thing with just a little white on it.
Yeah.
4 foot long. Big ass turd. Big old turd. Naked Reefer says that's a beautiful fish. Well, you should see the adult one version. It's not so pretty anymore. Well, it's a good looking fish in its own way, but not for
in its own right. Yeah, no, not for my reef tank anyway. That's crazy. See, when I got him and I started searching, I read that they got to be 2 feet long. And then I saw that reddish looking one. I thought, well, that's pretty cool. 2 feet. Okay. Yeah, it's a wrasse naked. Here, I'll show you what it looks like as an adult. There's its adult version.
Now, mind you guys that fish can get 4 feet.
47 inches long in the wild. So 3 in my tank, or in a tank, not in mine. That's crazy. And it's got like a beak on it. How long? I don't know if it says on here or not. Yeah, it doesn't say. I'm bringing it to you this weekend, Reefer Road. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'd still have a few years with it before it starts.
Yeah, more than that.
Morphing.
You got years. It'd be cool to watch it transformate from what it is now in like 3 years from now to find out what it would look like.
Yeah. So Reefer Road, I'd say in 2 years from now, I need you to get about we figure what 2,000 gallon.
Yeah.
To house them, at least probably 2,000 gallon tank, so I can bring them over to you, and you can look after them.
No, they don't grow to the size of their tank.
No.
It's either they keep growing.
Yeah, I won't be able to sleep tonight.
But their insides, everything keeps growing. That's a old wives' tale. You can't stunt a fish growth.
Yeah, and I know that because I was at a customer's house. They had a 30-gallon tank. Like what are they? 3 feet? No, it was 2 foot by whatever. In that tank, this was a freshwater tank, but still, in that tank, they probably had, it was hard to count them all, but I figured about 150 swordtails. And they had 2 great big plecos. When the plecos were up against the glass, like from top to bottom, their tail was curved, like, because they couldn't fit. So the height of that tank was probably what, 18 inches tall, something like that. And it was 23 inches long. One of them, the other one was just a little bit shorter. So they can definitely outgrow their tanks. How everything lived in that tank, I have no idea. But I rescued everything. Well, that's quite something. From the Red Sea.
It's a good water, good fish from there.
Yeah. Wow. Like, can you believe that to that? Like, it just doesn't even make sense. Yeah, exactly, Razor. That's and don't do what I did. Don't get a chorus agula thinking it's a cute little wrasse. Just don't feed him as much. Yeah. Yeah. I may have to stop feeding them completely. Well, live and learn. That's amazing how fish can transform like that. It seems wrasses are the ones that really do transform.
And angels.
6-line wrasse, they're tiny. What does a 6-line get to? Maybe 3 inches?
Yeah, they're assholes, man. They'll take on the world.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're little dog syndrome.
Little chihuahuas of the fish world.
Yeah.
They will just peck you to death. They'll take on anything. They're not afraid.
Yeah. I refuse to call it a blenny. Shark-nosed goby? Never heard of that. Shark-nosed goby. Search
Those
that.
2 maroon gold stripes, though, are eventually going to take over that whole tank.
Yeah, and they're. I had 2 in my 180, and they weren't aggressive with the other fish, but they were aggressive with me whenever I stuck my hand in. Shark-nosed goby. Oh, okay. Here, I'll present so you can see that. Is that what it looks like, Razor? Yeah, my female maroon was probably 4 inches. My male was smaller because I got him younger. The picture I'm showing there now, Razor, is that the fish that you have? Oh, you said, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool looking fish.
That thing will get lost in my fish tank.
Yeah, I got a couple of little gobies, but when I moved my tanks, I put the little ones in the 60-gallon because you're right, they get lost. And my high fin goby, I thought it was dead for months, and then one day I found it. It was just underneath a rock at the back of the tank. So now I see them all the time. Yeah, pretty cool colors too. There's a good picture one. What clean, like cleaner as in what? What is it clean? Sand bed, fish? It's not a, doesn't clean fish. Paris, oh, it does. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think my he's probably in there right now. My bicolor Blenny is in the barnacle all the time. Where's he right now? Probably not in there because I no, he's up on top now. Oh, now he's going to his barnacle. He bites me. When I put my hand in there and I come close to that barnacle, he comes after me. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Can't piss him off enough to come out. Thanks, Naked. Oh, that's what happened. No problem, bud. Oh, really? Eh? Yeah, because I know both my maroons, my gold stripe maroons, were very aggressive towards me. Didn't bother anybody else but me. They didn't like me. That's kind of cool, though. I'm gonna look into those. Those are some pretty cool looking fish. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good choice to replace it with. I like that. That's a cool looking fish. We just don't get anything like that around here, though. We have in the city I live in. There's one uh, LFS that sells salt water, and then the town next to us has one there as well. But the selections, I mean, it's your standard stuff. That's it. No, nothing fancy. Yeah, I love my anemone tank because of that, because of the symbiotic relationships. Yeah, and again, I'm in Canada, so we can't order from all your awesome stores in the States. I mean, we have a couple of places we can order from here, but they don't have the same kind of selection. Those are there's frog spawn bottom left, and then hammer on the on either side of the green hammer. So the three across the middle are hammers. So frog spawn green one at the bottom, and then a frog spawn up at the top. Just a frag I took off the big one at the bottom. It's my Euphilia garden. Yeah, and can't really see it on here, but they've got kind of a greenish in the base of it, and then purpley coming out, and then bluish tips on them. Yeah, I've seen the Catalina goby. Yeah, those are nice too. And then I have two torches to the right of the hammers and stuff on the rock just up a little higher. They're just a couple of different kinds of green torches. They're green with green tips, and one's green with whitish tips. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call it. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I got to work tomorrow. My LFS has a micro reef tank, probably a 2 liter. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, so I'm going to call it. I appreciate all you guys coming in, chatting with me. I'm going to try to do this every Tuesday because it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on Tuesdays. So with YouTube live streams. Again, thanks very much, and we'll catch you on the next stream, either here or somewhere else. Same here, Azir. Night, Naked.